In the Deep End. Written by Joseph Quinn. Everyone dreams of being a homeowner, and recently, that dream came true for me. I moved into a 3-bedroom bachelor pad, complete with a renovated kitchen, large home theater, and an incredible swimming pool in the backyard. But soon after I moved in, my dream home became a nightmare. The first few days, everything was fine. I moved all of my stuff in, unpacked the endless towers of boxes, and just got organized. If you haven't done it before, let me be the one to tell you this. Moving sucks. It's a lot of work and it takes forever, especially when you're a single guy like me. But after 3 days of non-stop unpacking, the place was starting to look like home. Rain was in the forecast all week, so I didn't get to enjoy my new pool, but just walking by it a few times, I realized how nasty the water was beginning to look. 3 days ago, the pool was crystal clear and vibrant, but after 3 days of rain, it was difficult to even see down to the bottom. Bugs and leaves floated on the surface, and the water was beginning to look more brown than blue. A few days passed, and so did the rain, leaving me time to get my new pool cleaned up. I purchased a new filtering system, some chlorine, and other chemicals. Basically everything the pool guy told me I needed. The amount of debris collecting on the water surface was shocking. Mosquitoes, beetles, worms, leaves, sticks? It was gross. I used the pool skimmer to remove all of that nasty shit, and filled half a trash bag with the stuff. After that, I let the filtering system and chemicals do their job. I invited a few friends and family over to check out my house that following weekend. I was like a proud papa, and this house was my baby. I couldn't wait to show it off. I ordered a few pizzas, set up a cocktail bar, and did a quick check through the house, making sure everything looked pristine. I checked the pool throughout the week, and the filtration system seemed to be doing a great job. The water was crystal clear again. All of my pictures were hung perfectly, carpets vacuumed, candles lit. Everything was good to go. I asked Alexa to play jazz, and waited for my guests to arrive. About half an hour later, everyone was gathered in my living room, enjoying their drinks. Their first impressions were good. Now that everyone is here, I'd like to give you all a tour, I said proudly to my family and friends. I guided them through the kitchen, bedrooms, office, and theater. And quite frankly, they were blown away. My family was proud, my friends were jealous, and I was beaming. Now, it's time for the piece de resistance, I said. Please, step into the backyard, everyone. I proudly opened the back door and ushered my guests outside with a smile, knowing the glittering swimming pool would blow their minds. As my guests filtered out to the backyard, I'm waiting to hear joy and excitement from their voices. As the last guest stepped outside, I closed the door behind us and stepped outside with them. My friend Sarah started to scream. She's looking off towards the pool. Everyone else is standing in concerned silence, staring with her. My eyes quickly darted to the pool. It's red. And then I see why. What looks like a large stick is floating on the water surface. I step closer and join my guest. It's not a stick. It looks like a leg. An animal's leg. I edge closer to the pool, and what I saw next made me fall backwards. I gazed in horror at a large dog sucked into the bottom of the pool. What the fuck? I whispered to myself. Needless to say, the party was over after that. My guests were as kind and helpful as they could be in that situation, but I don't blame them for being freaked out. Animal control came and asked me to drain the pool so it would be easier to retrieve the body. Turns out, the dog didn't have any tags, so we have no idea where it came from, how it got back there, why it sank instead of floated, or how its leg got ripped off to begin with. Ugh. A horrible, unsolvable mystery. Weird shit didn't stop happening. I filled the pool with fresh water a few days later. I was determined not to let this dog incident ruin my excitement for the new pool. Heck, I've been there over a month now, and haven't even gotten a chance to swim in the damn thing. Filling a swimming pool takes way longer than I expected. So, I decided to sit poolside and read as the water line slowly began to rise. Well, I got a couple of chapters through my book, and ended up falling asleep underneath the warm glowing sun. Eventually, sleep overtook me. I guess about an hour goes by, and I'm jolted awake by a freezing cold splash of water. I look around in confusion. Nobody there but me. I look down in the pool. It's only about halfway filled. More confused than scared, I stepped inside to grab a towel and some dry clothes, shivering from the shockingly cold water. Now, at this point, it's been a week since the pool was filled. The sun was out, the water was warm, and today was a perfect pool day. All that crazy shit that happened before didn't matter. This was my pool, and I was going to enjoy it, damn it! So I suited up, grabbed a towel, and a nice cold beer, and stepped out into the sunshine. I walked towards the shallow end, dipped my toe in. Ooh, yeah, it's feeling good today. And I grabbed the pool ladder and step in. Yeah, this is the life, I think to myself. I grabbed my beer and started to drink it. Walking through the waist-deep section of the pool, I set my beer poolside, close my eyes, and go under the water. It feels so good. I think as I come back to the surface. I grab my beer again and tip it back, guzzling the rest, then putting the bottle back on land. Then I started swimming out to the deep end, which is nice and deep, 12 feet, for diving. I'm thinking to myself how great this is. The sun is beaming on my wet hair, the warm water lifting my spirits, birds chirping in my quiet neighborhood. Then, something grabs my leg and pulls me to the bottom of the pool. I silently scream underwater, exhausting my air supply quickly. I look down and see what was probably once a man, but is now a black, disintegrating, undead nightmare pulling at my leg. I kick it with my free leg as hard as I can. It doesn't let go. Knowing that I need air within seconds or I'm done for, I kick it again. This time I connect it with its forehead, and it feels like thick mud on my foot as I see his head dent inwards. It lets go and I ascend to the surface, gasping for air. I immediately swim to the end of the pool, holding the wall, and look down. It's not there. I start to climb out. It grabs my leg again, and I tumble into the deepest part of the pool. I look back again. I can see him. Dark and decaying skin. 2 hands pulling me deeper. I see exposed bones in most of his fingers. The dent is still in his forehead, and I try to attack again. This time he's out of kicking distance. I try to swim away, but he's anchored to the bottom of the pool, not giving up an inch. I don't have much time left. I've never been able to hold my breath for long, and I have to do something. I look back at the bastard. His eyes are completely white, but somehow I knew he was staring straight into my own. I try kicking again, no luck. Then he starts to pull my foot towards his mouth. His lips and tongue long gone, just gnashing teeth approaching my toes. With every ounce of power and breath I have left, I kick with all of my might. My heel connects with his teeth, and he lets go again. As I float up to the surface, I look back and see him staring at me again. Now, he's got missing teeth to go along with the dent I gave him earlier. I scramble to pull myself out of the water, heart racing as I lift myself out. I'm back on land. Thank God. Gasping for breath, I warily look back in the water. It's gone. Holy shit. It's been 6 months, and I'm still in shock from the incident. I won't ever go back in that pool. I can tell you that with utter certainty. I hired a company to install a pool cover, and since then nothing has happened. I haven't told anyone this story, because I know it sounds crazy, but I have proof that it really did happen. Before they closed the pool and installed the cover, one of the workers came up to me and said,
"You'll never guess what we found in the filter."
And to my horror, he held out 3 rotting white teeth.